Tonight's show is a little different. No, Greg, we don't believe you. Oh, yeah, it's a little different. No, tonight's show will be a little bit different. I mean, there's some things will be the same. I'm going to go back, out there in a minute, and then I'm going to come back out, and it's going to go, Craig Ferguson, and I'm going to go, oh, great day for America, and the audience is going to pretend I haven't been here, and you'll be like, why does he always come out then, and yet he's already been on? And all that will be the same. But my only guest tonight will be my friend, Stephen Fry. Now, I warn you, Stephen is an outspoken man. He has views which you may find difficult and you may find make you angry or upset. Let this be the point where I say to you, maybe this is a good night to get an early night. Or maybe it's like, oh, do I really want to get upset? If you don't mind, engaging in a bit of verbal gymnastics or mental gymnastics with Stephen, then please stay. I'd love you to stay, because he's a fascinating, brilliant, intelligent man. And also, it's Arthur Conan Doyle's birthday. Where else are you going to be on a night like this? But as the evening goes on, we will talk about stuff which is challenging to talk about and think about, and it won't all be cheeky monkeys, and it won't all be hee-hee-hee. There'll be a bit of that, but especially because I'm very excited about the monologue I'm going to do about Arthur Conan Doyle's birthday. You're going to love it. But but once you get past that, things are going to really pick up. All I'm saying is this. This is a late-night show, and sometimes I take advantage of that. I do hope you will, too. Join me after this.
Show with Craig Ferguson, sponsored by Allegra Allergy Relief. Use as directed. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Great. What up? Can you believe this?
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. It's a great day for America, everybody. I am very excited. This is the day I wait for all year, Jeff.
I know.
Really? Why do I wait for it then?
You tell me every year.
All right, no, this is the day, May 22nd now, because the World Series of Poker begins today. Poker fans everywhere have all had the same reaction. It's no, the reason why I get excited about today, it's a big anniversary for Scottish literary giants. Alas, not me. On this day in 1859, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was born in Edinburgh, the creator of Sherlock Holmes. You know I love Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, yes.
I do love Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, yes.
I think we're a bit like Sherlock Holmes and Watson.
Yes, elementary, my dear Ferguson.
Anyway, happy birthday, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Do we have a graphic for Conan Doyle's birthday? Oh, wow. Okay. Arthur Conan Doyle, of course, a man of many talents. He was a writer and a doctor as well. If he was around today, he'd probably be a frequent guest on Oprah. He was known for being a great writer, but not known for being a great doctor. I wonder if that means he was a crap doctor. He probably was.
Yeah, probably.
He was probably too busy writing to be a good... How was your visit to Dr. Conan Doyle? He's a good writer, but my testicles are very sore. You went for an ingrown toenail. I know. He's a terrible doctor.
That was Craig playing both the part of the doctor and the patient.
No, that was the two people... Oh, never mind. Anyway, do we have a picture of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle? There he is. See, that's a moustache. Even Wilfred Brimley would be like, dial it back a bit. Dial it back a bit. How would he say that?
Diabetes.
Yeah. For many years, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle held the title of Scotland's best moustache. Then along came Susan Boyle. It's a joke, anyway. It's a joke. Of course.
It's a joke.
So, by that same logic, you can say any objectionable, terrible thing you want and then just add, it's a joke at the end and everything's all right?
Yeah.
Okay. The first Sherlock Holmes book came out in 1887. You know, he never actually says in any of the books, elementary, my dear Watson. He doesn't say that.
No.
He did say, as if turd for brains, but he never said... Now, in the novel, Sherlock Holmes was a cocaine addict, but he still solved crimes. Now, I would argue that cocaine does not give you crime-solving abilities. I have tried cocaine once or twice. And the only thing I've ever tried to solve whilst I was on cocaine was how to get more cocaine. The case of how do we get more cocaine?
Oh, yeah. I remember that one.
Yeah. That's how you ended up the way you are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Some people think Sherlock Holmes was a real person, and these people are called idiots. Although I have to admit, I thought the address in London was real. Holmes famously lived and worked at 221B Baker Street, so when I was in London I tried to find it. But there's no 221B, it's just a bank. I was walking up and down the street for an hour being judged by snooty English bankers.
Snooty English
Yeah, they were judging me. They're like, I say, look at that drunk Scotsman. Let's pelt him with excrement. That's how you know they're bankers. They're carrying around handfuls of excrement, apparently. Yes, what is the exchange rate today? Don't tell me! Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was a very interesting guy, though. He was very into the paranormal. He was fascinated by magic. He firmly believed that magicians had real supernatural powers. And his best friend was Harry Houdini. And Houdini wouldn't tell him. He was like, Houdini would say, he'd say, look, it's a trick. He'd say, I'm not really sawing the lady in half. It's a mirror with little fake feet in the end. And Arthur Conan Doyle was like, la, 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 la. That's how he used to talk.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible doctor. In 1917, two little girls in England became celebrities because they took a photograph of fairies in their garden. Yeah. We have the actual picture. Look at the actual... Now, that's the actual picture that made them famous. It looks pretty fake, or as our graphics department would call that, our best work ever. But Arthur Conan Doyle was convinced the picture was real. He even wrote a book about it in 1921 called The Coming of the Fairies. You should probably do your own joke right there. That would be the way to approach this, don't you think?
No.
Yeah, you do it yourself.
Yeah.
The public's fascination with detective work and forensics, though, that can all be traced back to Sherlock Holmes. There'd be no CSI without Sherlock Holmes. You know, back in the days, Holmes didn't have a black light to investigate a crime scene, though. If he wanted to analyze a stain, he had to use the sniff test. How's that? Watson. Jeff and I should reenact the sniff test. Right, well, Jeff and I will reenact it. I'll be Sherlock Holmes by the fire, right?
All right, yeah.
And you be Dr. Watson reading Larry King's autobiography.
All right.
All right. I'm afraid there seems to be an absence of clues in this particular case, Watson.
Oh, dear, Holmes.
We do have one particular clue, though. I wonder if you could help me decipher it.
Certainly, anything. You want me to do the smell test?
We, I'm afraid, are going to have to do the old smell test.
All right.
Do that again. That's quite, I've never seen you do that before. Tell me, what are your impressions of my finger? I mean, what did you smell?
For a minute there, I thought you wanted me to do an impression of your finger.
Well, could you do an impression of my finger?
Certainly. Hello, I'm Craig's finger.
Oh, all right, very good.
You don't want
No,
to know what I've been.
No, you'd have to be Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, all right.
Sorry about that.
All right, so. What? Why do you open your mouth when you smell things?
Getting a good whiff.
All right. So, what do you smell?
I smell gorilla ass.
That's just where you're wrong, Watson. You see, you smell, but you do not observe. At first, it smells like gorilla ass, but smell again. Does a gorilla have cinnamon in his ass?
My goodness, you're
Yeah.
right.
So what is it now?
It's fairy ass. Fairy. With wings.
Why do you make everything dirty? You make everything
wings.
dirty.
It's a wings, a
You
flying
ruined it.
fairy.
I was trying to do a classy
No, man,
reenactment
like a fairy, like a
Sir Arthur
mythical-
Conan Doyle
Hey,
for
what's
his
wrong with
birthday,
you, man?
and you ruined
Oh,
everything.
I'm worried. Oh, my finger.
Go to the commercial break.
All right. We'll be right back after this.